Good morning, I'm Javier,
And I'm Gretchen.
and this is Good Mornings with Sleepwell. And we are tired because we just got back from Carlsbad. Yay!
Working store number 2, and it's always a pleasure to be out there.
I love Carlsbad, it's just so hot.
Yeah, but the construction phases are fun. Whenever you go through and you get to start your decorating, you get to add new furniture lines, new bedding lines. It's a blast.
Yeah, store setup is always fun. Right now we're increasing the size of our bedding department. We're looking at bringing in a couple new vendors. If you head over there to the Carlsbad store right now, you'll notice that there's some new stuff from a company named I Enjoy. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, we are getting duvets, comforters, and sheet lines from them. And we are starting to do our displays and stuff on our walls, as well as sectioning off areas for everything that we carry in the bedding center. We really do pride ourselves in the amount of bedding that we do carry because we like options.
Yeah.
And with a store that size, I think we need to have a lot of options.
Yep, you will be getting a lot of different duvet brands. We've had a lot of call for duvets and a lot of call for decorative pillows. We have our first shipment of decorative pillows that you guys should start seeing out there probably next Tuesday. We should have that all done. Duvets, as far as ordering stuff, you're looking towards the end of the month before that arrives too. The I Enjoy stuff is really nice, but we're looking at some higher end product that I think will complete the bedrooms on these larger bedroom sets that we've been pulling in there and selling a lot of.
Yes. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the difference between a comforter and a duvet, it was brought up to us yesterday. What's a duvet?
Yep.
And a duvet is basically the easiest route of changing decor without having to get rid of anything. So you can take your comforter that you already have, buy a duvet, and it slides over the top of it, and you just tie it to the duvet in the corners, and then you have a nice, fluffy, brand new comforter, but it has your existing comforter in the middle.
I'm told it's a seasonal thing. I don't know.
Well, it's easy to decorate for fall or summer or whatever. If you want to change the decor, it's an easy solution. But it's also a good way if you like to add more heat to your bed. In the wintertime, you can buy the flannel duvets, and that's another way of adding another layer like a blanket.
Those were pretty cool. I have to give that one to her. We've learned a whole lot from customers too, in that duvets have ties on the corners, so that way nothing shifts around.
Right.
Yeah,
That's important.
pretty cool stuff.
Yes.
So on top of that, let's see, Carlsbad had just got a whole another set of recliners in there. So if you're in the market for recliners, let's go look at that. But enough about Carlsbad. What's been going on in Alamo? Let's see. Alamo, we've been pushing our headboard sales. Headboards are doing pretty good. We've got some pretty ones in the store, so if you get a chance, drop by. Let's see. Gretchen bought some decor from the Carlsbad Air store to the Alamogordo store. She's got a nice little windmill over here. What else did you bring?
Well, we have the windmill. We have different decor that people like to utilize, not just in a bedroom, but in any room in the house. And I think it's really important that you offer decor lines whenever you're setting up for a house, because those little touches actually bring the area to life.
Yep.
Especially if you're scared of color. You can do a neutral wood, neutral color comforter, sheets, everything. And you can put a nice little metal pot with some pretty colored flowers. And it's not like you're having to jump overboard into color, but it does add a nice splash.
Yeah, so we've got some nice stuff. So if you make it to the Alamogordo store, come and check that out. So getting on with today's topic. Today's topic is kind of segued from a project that Gretchen and I are working on for the website, and that's people want to be able to see our presentation on our mattresses on the online site as well. So what Gretchen and I have been trying to do is put little 5-minute videos on the website that explains the mattress in layman's terms, and all the features that and all the benefits that come with that mattress. So today's topic is actually from that, and from people that are coming in and asking questions about sleeping positions. And I know you deal with this almost daily, so I'll have you explain this because you do pretty good on this one.
Well, my big thing when people come in, the first thing you want to make sure is that you understand what they are looking for. Sometimes we get lost in our world of mattress and we just want to share so much knowledge. But key is finding a solution to their sleep needs. So by asking questions, you gain their knowledge. And by gaining their knowledge, you can do your job better. So with all of that, sleeping position is a huge thing, especially for some people like me who aren't just a side sleeper. I am a stubborn side sleeper. I flip like a fish.
Yeah, she's pretty stubborn in that we'll put the adjustable base to power base on a 0G position, and next thing you know, about 2 hours later, she's in a fetal position, just packed up towards the top of the mattress, and I'm like, how in the world do you sleep like that? But she sleeps pretty well like that.
Yeah, I don't mind the incline. For me, it's about being comfortable on my side. And I think a lot of it is because, well, I have had lower spinal surgery, and after my third child, my hips are not so great. So sleeping on my side is the most comfortable position because I used to be a side tummy sleeper where I would sleep with my leg into the mattress straight and then my top leg would be brought way up and bent or hanging over the edge of the mattress, whatever. But after having surgery and stuff, I can't do that. So laying directly on my side is almost my main position of comfort anymore. It's the only way I can keep my spine supported. It's the only way I can keep my hips and stuff like that comfortable.
And I would say that that's actually the leading position that people come in and ask for is side sleeping. So that's that position seems to be the most popular. Also through research, it also shows that it is. And what you're looking for when you're a side sleeper is a bed that gives. You're looking for something that's a little plush, a little on the plush side. And there are different degrees of plushness. I mean, you can have a 14-inch memory foam mattress that almost has 6 inches of give to it, or you can have a plush pillow top that has instant give to it, or you can have a plush latex that has give but support to it. And your preference is actually going to be on the body style. Someone of wider hips or of wider shoulders, she says that she's got wider shoulders, so a plush latex bed is actually more supportive than a pillow top would be. A pillow top is just going to give you instant give and feel like you're sleeping on a cloud. But what happens in the middle of the night is you're basically, how did you put it? When you're in REM sleep, you're paralyzed or something?
Yeah, I like to tell people when you're in deep sleep, you're basically unconscious. And your muscle structure is completely relaxed. So it's no longer holding your skeletal system, properly. And in that placement, you have to think about what is it doing to your spine. So in order to have the proper spinal alignment, you have to have the proper sleep surface to take the place of your muscle structure while it's sleeping to support your spine. Otherwise, you wake up with the aches and pains.
Yeah. And so that's why it's so important that when you come in and you're going to try out our beds, we ask you a whole lot of questions. I mean, are you a side sleeper? Are you a back sleeper? Are you a stomach sleeper? What pains do you wake up with in the morning? Stuff like that, because that's really important information for us to know, so that way we know what kind of bed to put you on. And I use plush latex a lot because the latex beds are really what our top sellers are. And what we do at that point is we'll lay you on it and we will actually check your spinal alignment. If you're a side sleeper, once again, I will tell you that a firm bed will not be the one for you, but we will try out a firm bed because, like I said, different styles, different body styles, different body builds will react to the beds a whole lot different. Now, we do have the occasional tummy sleeper, which those are a lot of fun because we have to put those people on some firm beds, right?
Absolutely. When you lie on your stomach, the number one issue that we like to focus on is your lower spine because you're going to have subluxation if your mattress is too soft. So
think of it like this: if
your back turns into a banana.
Your back turns, yeah, exactly, into a banana. And that, I mean, imagine sleeping like that all night on a soft mattress.
And not only that, your face is the next thing. Most tummy sleepers will battle the ideas of how to keep their face from being enveloped by the mattress or even by a pillow. Majority of tummy sleepers that we've come across don't even use pillows. They utilize their arm or just lay directly onto the mattress. That way it doesn't pitch their head up too high and cause aches and pains in their neck. But it also keeps their face free from any materials. They don't feel like they're suffocating while they're sleeping.
Yeah, and that requires, like she said, it's either going to be your arm like this, but that's actually going to kill your rotator cuff. If you start to think about it, it's going to kill your rotator cuff. We actually have flat pillows, and I know it's not going to sound like a pillow, but it's what is it, like a 3-inch, the Technogel is like a 3-inch. It's a 3-inch pillow that's designed for tummy sleeping. Just enough give to let your face go into it, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of lift to it. And that's pretty important. Your back has to remain pretty straight while you sleep, so that way you're not getting in any kind of pain. We do at the Carlsbad store, we have this extra firm bed. Here in the Alamogordo store, we have firms, but we don't have extra firm, which is basically a piece of plywood with, half an inch of padding on it. Remember, you laid on that thing and you were like, how in the world can someone sleep on this?
I like to reference really firm mattresses to basically sleeping on the floor. I don't see the difference. We had one that even had an inch of gel-infused memory foam on the top layer, and the rest of it was all firm. And I referenced that one as the brick. If you like a brick, we've got one.
Yeah.
But those firm beds that I tell you, they sell. People really like them.
It's actually the top seller in Carlsbad. The extra firm, we were talking about it just yesterday. It's funny that you said that, because it's the top seller in Carlsbad. That extra firm, evidently it helps out a lot of a lot of our customers, just because they're back sleepers, and it keeps them from sinking into the bed. And you can imagine, I mean, we have a lot of oil field worker customers over there that, I mean, they're putting in some long hours, so a firm mattress is probably the best bet for them.
Yes, and as far as sleeping on your stomach, it's also great for people who are back sleepers. Back sleepers have the firm to like a medium firm, not plush though, because again, it's going to put you in that banana situation, except you're face up this time. And that will cause discomfort and stuff in the morning from not having your spine aligned properly, and your hips. It can cause pain in your hips as well.
Yep. What happens with the back sleepers with a plush is you're going to sink in so far that your lower back is just not going to have that support that's necessary for it. What we see a lot with that is people saying that their hips are aching in the morning. People saying that when they get up, it takes them a minute to sit up straight because that bed is too soft, and that's the cause there. And one thing we forgot to cover, let's backtrack a little bit. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Is side sleeping. When we hear of a side sleeper sleeping on a firm mattress, there's a telltale sign there, a telltale ache in the morning that we know that they're too firm on a mattress. And do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because that's important. Well, and we should have covered it, but we'll backtrack. But go ahead.
Well, I can tell you, being a stubborn side sleeper doesn't come just because I choose to sleep on my side. It's because I'm very broad. Okay, so I like to say, if you have to reference something to describe your shape, I'm like a bold uppercase letter T. All of my width is right here in my shoulders. So with that being said, being straight everywhere else and having this wide top, I have to have a plush mattress so that my shoulders sink in, and then the mattress meets and follows the rest of my body line. If I don't, it causes me to shift up. My shoulder and step goes up, which causes discomfort. And it also causes a pinching between your shoulder blades, because now you're being squashed. Because that mattress is not going to give enough for your shoulder to sink in. It's going to pitch you up. And when you're pitched in the opposite direction you need to be, it causes your spine to go up, and it causes a pinching sensation between your shoulder blades because your muscles relax. Everything's relaxed, so everything starts to push in on itself on that spinal area. So it causes a lot of pain. Another thing, if your mattress is too firm and you're a side sleeper, is it also causes a difference in the way you lie. So when you lie in your mattress, you're no longer directly on your side. You're either going to pitch forward or you're going to pitch backwards to try to give enough relief to your shoulder area and the pinching sensation in your back. which then again causes a twist in your spine. So it doesn't matter what position you try. If the mattress is too hard, it's too hard.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the reason I wanted to bring that up is we get a lot of people in here that are, when we ask them the questions of tell us how you're sleeping, tell us what you're on, tell us what your aches and pains are. A lot of people don't realize that can actually hurt them. People have been studying, and what they study is that the firmer a mattress, the better back support it is. Well, the firmer a mattress, the better back support it is if you're a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper. But if you're a side sleeper, you actually need to sink into it. And taking all this advice that we're giving you now, on top of that, you also have to add your personal preference. Because there's a lot of people that, even though their back may be straighter on mattress A, they feel like mattress B is really their more comfortable one. And what we look at there is, yes, the customer has to have their options and they have to have their preferences. So what we do is we'll kind of tell them, hey, here's where we see an issue. However, you fall well within the parameters of being able to consider this bed beyond acceptable. And that's something that we look at with you. And I mean, it's just, as you can tell, there's a whole lot of specific science and specific skills that come with our store and the training that we do. And just, we want to set you at ease and let you know that we do go through a whole lot of training and a whole lot of research on this stuff.
From talking to people that are, from, let's say, 1950s, right around in there, if you were to ask them, what type of mattress is the best mattress for anybody? The first thing they'll say is, oh, a firm mattress.
Yep.
Okay? And that is not necessarily true. We're trying to break the myth. When it comes to a mattress that is a good mattress, it's one that works with you. It's not one that's hard if that's not what your body requires. So when we ask all these questions, it's because we're trying to acquire the information we need as a sleep expert to find you the mattress you need so that you can achieve the best sleep possible.
Yep.
And without us asking those questions, we can't really direct you. We can just inform you about the mattresses. So it's really important that you ask questions too, and don't feel like they're silly questions, because when you walk into a sea of mattresses, they're mattresses.
So a whole bunch of white rectangles. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
It doesn't mean that you know the difference. It's no different than walking onto a car dealership's lot and seeing a whole bunch of vehicles out there. One might look sportier than the other, and one might be bigger, one might be smaller, one might be more gas efficient, but you're not going to really know what car is best for you until they acquire information. Do you travel a lot? Do you haul horses? Or, all those things are very important to assess what would be best for you. So in a mattress situation, it's hard to trust people, I know, at times, because I'm sure everybody has had, not even just in mattress, but in any type of situation where you're doing customer service, that you are having to trust somebody to give you information based off of your needs, not because they're looking for money. Okay? So when you come into a mattress store, try to set that aside if people are asking questions. Try to just inquire why it is that they're asking questions, and don't be afraid to ask why they're asking. And when you lie on the mattresses, don't be afraid to ask questions about the mattress. Again, it's an investment to your sleep, your health. It's not a silly question when you're trying to invest. So
yeah, we make sure to take it pretty seriously, and we hope that you do too, because your health depends on it. And do, if you have any comments or questions, do write them down on the bottom of this blog entry on the website, or if you're looking at this on YouTube, write down a comment on YouTube and we'll get back to you. Also, you can contact the store. It's info@thesleepwell.com. Once again, that's info@thesleepwell.com. We're on social media. You can ask any questions there, or just come into the store. Gretchen and I are here 24/7. It feels like. And, occasionally we will have some friend customers in here. and there will be the occasional beer shown. So yeah, just come on in. Feel free to just come and communicate with us. It's actually, we like to have a very at ease atmosphere in here, because if you're in a hurry, or if you're feeling rushed, or if you're feeling sold to in the store, you don't really want to be in there. And we would rather have a customer that's going to lay down on a bed for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes just to make sure that that's the bed that they want. Because we offer a 30-day guarantee, and we really don't want to take a bed back. We want you to step out with the bed that you really want.
Exactly.
So that's the whole goal of it. And we wish to thank you for watching our video.
Absolutely.
Yes, and this coming week, we have a whole lot of stuff going on with our Carlsbad store, some more growth, and in Alamo, some more fun stuff as well. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Until next week.
Remember, when you sleep well,
You live well.
have a great one.
Bye-bye.